Welcome back, guys. Another episode of Talkmen Tuesday. Sawyer and Angel Corrado back at it again, but this time with no joke. So we're just gonna roll with the intro.
Go right into it. Roll it.
Tuesday, Talkmen Tuesday. Everybody's looking forward to the podcast, yeah. Tuesday, Talkmen Tuesday. Everybody's looking forward to the podcast, yeah.
Sawyer,
Angel.
have you gotten your ticket?
Ticket to paradise, baby. No, ticket to what?
Pokemon Go Fest.
No. I don't remember the last time I opened up Pokemon Go, if I'm being completely honest with you. It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's like June's supposed to be a good month for Pokemon Go. A lot of good Pokemon are coming back. Mewtwo's coming back too.
Yeah, you said that.
So, if you're interested in getting a Mewtwo or powering up your Mewtwo, get on Pokemon Go.
Come to Pokemon Go Fest.
You're like, what is this?
Are the fests in like big cities? Because I know sometimes they do like the in-person festivals.
Right. Part of it is the second day is, but the first day's for the whole world. They want the money.
Yeah, true. So you have to buy a ticket, a virtual ticket, to be a part of all the different events and stuff like that.
To increase shiny rate. And I'm not sure. I think you get like raid passes more of like a bundle. And I'm not sure what else you get. But a lot of things are going to be offered for free as well. Just that raids are always, you need to pay for those. Except for like the one free raid pass.
Yeah.
And
Interesting.
A lot of powerful Pokemon are coming back. But yeah.
I'm just trying to get my shiny Ditto. It's the only thing I care about.
Shiny Ditto. Ooh,
My favorite color Pokemon.
Getting a Ditto is hard enough. I can't imagine.
I know, and then a shiny.
Yeah. Huh. Ooh. How was your Memorial Day weekend?
It was a good weekend. Ended up going to Candace's parents' place on Wednesday after work. So drove down there. Had to work on Thursday. So didn't do too much. Candace had to work on Friday. I was off on Friday. So kind of rubbed that in her face a little bit. I went to Rural King, which is like, I don't know, it's like a southern Costco type of place. But it's like a lot of like more so like hardware, like tools, things like that. And I've got this root beer that I'm obsessed with. I'm pretty sure I talked about this last time. I might not have, but I'm obsessed with this root beer. And the only place that they sell the root beer is at Ace Hardware, at Rural King, and then at a couple of other places. And so the Rural King, I got a 15-pack of my root beer for $15. And so I am set for probably the next month on root beer. So I'm very content right now with my life. That was the high part of my Memorial Day. The rest was pretty chill. Nothing too crazy happened. Went to some graduation parties for kids that like Candace's family and stuff. Besides that, nothing really too crazy happened. What about you? How was your Memorial Day? You did the Murph.
Yeah. On Friday, Coach was like, I'm not coaching Saturday, the usual workout, because he's coaching the Murph on Saturday, early in the morning, to avoid the heat. He was like, a lot of people are going to be there, and even his 70-year-old mother is going to do the Murph. So I'm like, I could do that. Why not? And so I go to the 7 a.m. workout, and guess what happened? Coach was like, you blend right in. They won't even notice your time because it's a bunch of people. A lot of people didn't go. I want to say, and they all finished like under an hour. And I was the last one to finish the Murph workout. There was people with like a 20-pound vest finishing before me. So the Murph is 1 mile run, 100 pull-ups, 200 push-ups, and 300 air squats, and then finish it off with another mile run. And so, to make it easier, people do 20 rounds of 5, 10, 15. 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 air squats. And they do it with a 20-pound vest. I didn't do it with a 20-pound vest. But yeah, for the first heat, 7 a.m. workout, I was the last one. And I barely made it. And luckily, in the last mile run, there's like this guy who's on a bike just to cheer you on. It's like, hey, how's it going? You got this. And if it wasn't for him, that's how it kind of was. But I was like, thankfully he's here, because if it wasn't for him, I'd be like walking it. But he goes on the bike. I'm like, I gotta at least like pretend to like at least faster than walking. Kind of like honestly, if you were power walking, you'd run at the same speed as I was quote unquote jogging. It was tough.
Well, it's fun. Oh, you keep going.
And then, like, when I finish the workout, I see the 70-year-old mother of the coach. I'm like, darn it, she went to the second workout. I was so confident I was going to be last.
Little do you know, she finished first out of the second. Like, out of the second group.
That could be a possibility. I didn't stay to see. I should have stayed. But it was cool. I saw a lot of posts about Murphs. Not a lot, but some. So I think more people are doing like group activities now.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool.
I had never heard of the Murph before you started talking about it, like sending me the Snapchats about it. And then you remember Taylor from the wedding, right? She was Candace's maid of honor.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So she was, her little sister was one of the graduation parties that we went to.
Uh-huh.
We were just like chit chatting, and she goes, "Yeah, so I did a half Murph," and I'm like, "Okay, this is weird. Like I've never heard of the Murph before." And then you were talking about it, and then she's talking about it. I'm just like, okay, so it's like a legit like
the
big
whole world.
CrossFit thing, yeah.
CrossFit does hero workouts that basically the whole CrossFit community does in certain holidays. Murph's usually one of them. I think Labor Day they also do another one, and probably 4th of July. Just any big major holidays in the United States, they usually have like a hero WOD to like remember a certain individual. Like the Murph is the last. I forgot what he did, but I'm guessing a soldier. Sorry, thank you for your service. It was one of his favorite workouts. So, they named it after him.
Sounds painful. My favorite workout is sitting on the couch. It wouldn't.
I was sore the day after. It felt like I was flexing, but I was just really sore. And then second to last day was also painful. And then, yeah, now I'm still sore. But some people did it on Saturday in the morning just because they're going to celebrate Memorial Day weekend. Like Saturday night, Sunday, and then Monday is not probably a good thing to do the Murph. But some people do it on Monday. Man, yeah.
I looked it up. So the Murph is named after Navy Lieutenant Michael Murphy, who he was the first service member to receive the Medal of Honor for service in Afghanistan. Interesting. I didn't know that. You have to tell me when the other ones are. Like the other hero workouts and stuff like that.
And hero CrossFits. I'll look it up now. Oh wait, there's the JT. That's not too bad. I guess they'll probably give you like a time limit. Murph, Danielle, Josh, Jason, Badger, Joshy. There's also like some like lady named Wads. I forgot which one of the more famous ones. Yeah. I'll let you know when it actually comes up, then I'll remember.
Yeah.
But right now I'm looking at all these. There's a lot of hero Wads. I didn't know that.
A lot of heroes out there.
Okay. Okay, I'm done. I'm like, oh my goodness. So yeah, out of all my friends, I want to say I was the last person. Hearing everybody's like score, I'm like, damn. No, I have one friend who was like later than me, but he did it with a 20-pound vest, and he only got 7 minutes after I did.
Hey, it's all progress. Progress is progress. One of my favorite workout quotes is, "Don't compare your chapter 4 to somebody else's chapter 12."
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Except,
just different progress.
yeah, the only bad thing about that was that like I started CrossFit before him.
Yeah, who cares?
But he is way more consistent than I am because after this whole COVID thing, it just went pew.
Yeah.
But it's making me go back to CrossFit, so hopefully I'll stop hitting the snooze and be more consistent about it, so I can get a better Murph time and actually
Next
do a
year.
20-pound vest. Because that'll be interesting. Could you imagine that?
I can't. I can't even imagine the Murphs. Oh no.
Yeah, because that's the recommended, like, prescribed workout. 20-pound vest. It's like,
Mm-mm.
100
100 pull-ups with a 20-pound vest on.
Yep.
That would take me like 3 hours just to get all those done.
It's way better to do it in a group. Because people just keep going, and you're like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah.
Thinking about 100 pull-ups, I was like, that's going to take me the whole hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. But with the group, everybody just keeps going. There were some kids there, too. So I'm guessing, yeah, they also did it.
They did quarter Murphs. It's only like a half mile total run, 25 push-ups, 25 pull-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Or those kids are ridiculously physically fit and they need to go on like a CrossFit Games for kids.
When I went to visit my friends, there was this one girl, I want to say one of the coaches' like nieces. She was like, I want to say she was 13, and people would always be like, yeah, she's 13. And she was killing the workout, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, I was dying in the workout. She just kept going.
Well, if you think about it, there's always there's always those kids that just have a bunch of energy that just can run constantly, never seem to get tired. So she could just be one of those kids that just has a bunch of just pent up energy that just slowly exerting through a workout. And a workout is the only thing that gets her to calm down.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because her parents weren't there. Just like her uncle was a coach. So I guess she just tag along. Just like work out. I'm like, dang. I was doing CrossFit at 13. Oh my goodness. I was like, I didn't join high school sports until I was like a junior. Then it was soccer. In our high school, there wasn't enough people to apply for soccer that they just took everybody.
yeah. That's a joke if you ever see the Middle, which is like a family sitcom show. It's about a family in Indiana, and it's like the mom, dad, older son who's terrible at school and he tries to be really cool. The middle kid who's it's a girl and she's got like brace face and she like fails at everything she tries to do, but like she has a really good heart. And then the youngest kid, he's kind of like a weird kid, but like, he's a smart kid. The girl in high school, she wanted to join a team of some sort. She didn't care, but like she was sick of being alone, and so she wanted to join a team. And so she tried out for the cross country team, which was a no cut sport. And she got cut from the no cut sport because she didn't finish her tryout.
What was the tryout? Just like running certain distance?
Yeah, it was just running, and like she fell over at the very end of it. And she didn't. I don't think she finished, but so she got cut from the no cut sport. That's a funny show. That's one that I watched like on and off for a while, and Candace did too. And we told ourselves as soon as that show comes on like a Netflix or a Hulu or something like that, where you can just watch it straight through, that's going to be a good one. And since they're in Indiana, the dad is a big Purdue fan. And so one of the episodes, he created diapers and he was trying to like get diapers to like support different universities. And he sold an IU one that the kids could poop in. And so it was like a Purdue diaper that the kids pooped in the IU on the inside of it. So it's just funny, like little Purdue nods and stuff like that throughout.
Yeah, that's another thing. I guess college towns do that too. But like Indiana, you can tell the big rivalry between Purdue and IU. It's like Indianapolis and like small towns.
Mm-hmm.
They feel that rivalry.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
who's U of I's rival?
I mean, I feel like you want to say like a Northwestern or something like that, some other place that's in Illinois.
Huh.
But I feel like U of I, their rival is probably like a Wisconsin or something like that. Because like Michigan and Michigan State, but then also Ohio State and Michigan are some big ones.
Northwestern.
Does it say Northwestern? Okay, I kind of figured just because that's the only other Illinois.
But I guess Northwestern isn't that. Is it well known or no?
Yeah, Northwestern's like a smarty school.
Okay. So not necessarily for sports, but good for
Yeah.
academics.
They're generally not the best for sports.
I'm trying to get my cousins to do scholarships, and I'm like,
I guess I don't miss out on all of that stuff. I don't like regret not having to do that anymore for the rest of my life. Like, that was a pain in the butt to have to go. You apply to everything, or even just like school applications in general. First of all, imagine being like on the admissions board for those schools. How often do you think like they actually have to go and like read through people's essays? Because that would suck. All those essays that get submitted. Ugh. Talk to me about a job I would not want. A school admissions board.
yeah. I just want to know like how big the admission board is. And
Yeah.
does everyone read it, or just one person? Yes, no, yes, no.
I would assume it's just one person.
That would make
Like,
sense.
so kind of part of it depends on who gets your paper, probably. But I'd be curious too, because it's not like every single kid that gets accepted ends up going to that school. So they probably have to they over accept knowing that it's going to fall off. And then that's why they have the wait list for the people that didn't obviously make the first batch of acceptances. But
I was like, a local community college here. My cousin's thinking about going to one of those, but I want to say it's like $12,000 a year, and for like in-state.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's what I was like. You should probably look at other options.
Yeah,
Because
I don't think community college generally give out a ton of scholarships, do they?
I don't think so.
I don't.
was, like,
I didn't
local.
think so.
And then U of
Yeah.
I is like 40. I'm like, that's still, both of them are pretty expensive. I'm like, in-state Purdue was like, I want to say 10, around 11, with that's room and board included. No. Yeah, no, just like 10, 11. I'm like, this community college is more than Purdue. I'm like,
Yeah.
Purdue's more well known, so like, take that into account.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that was one of the things that I didn't like about U of I was that that in-state, out-of-state, but I think it's gotten a lot better tuition-wise.
Wow.
I feel like it used to be not like it didn't like money-wise it wasn't bad, but like the acceptance rate was terrible for in-state because they try to get out-of-state kids, and I think a piece of that was because they could make more money on out-of-state kids just based off of the different tuition costs. But I mean, a lot of the other universities, they liked getting in-state people because it was like, hey, we're going to educate the people from Indiana, and so we know that they'll most likely possibly stay in Indiana, and so there's that. But U of I always had something that was different about them. Fun fact: my great aunt, so my grandma's sister, she was on the U of I admissions board.
Oh.
She retired the year before I applied, but I won't hold that against her.
We have one of my cousins who's currently going to be a upcoming junior, and he has done more scholarships than both of my other cousins who are going to be seniors combined. Step it up, guys. So
Yeah.
one of them actually started applying for 6 of them. I'm like, yes, there you go. We're working towards something. And then now just like what you want to study and what colleges you want to look into.
Yeah.
And take costs into account.
Yeah. That was the fun piece about the graduation parties. We got to ask so what are you studying question. And one of them was like, I'm going into criminology and doing this. And it's like, okay, so like you've got like your path. Like you know what you want to do. The other one, she goes, I'm going into business. I don't know. I don't really know what I want to do with business.
It's so broad.
Like, okay. And then Candace was talking to her. It was Taylor's sister. And then Taylor goes, yeah. And I was asking her why business. And she was like, I don't know. Business sounds boring to me now that I think about it. And it's just like, well, in all reality, people switch. So you don't have to be stuck into it. But it's just funny. Like, I chose business because I felt like I had to choose something, but business is boring. Like, at least business, like you can go into a lot of different areas with a business degree. Like you can probably go into sales, you can go into HR, you can go into just like general management. Like you can do a lot with that. Entrepreneurship, even though usually they have like an entrepreneurship major, I think a lot of the times.
Yeah. That's interesting though, like, if you study to become an entrepreneur. Because, like, I don't think there's... So you need the experience to be an entrepreneur. To, like, actually go through the steps rather than, like, be taught. Because, like, there's something to be taught. Like, how to drive and, like, actually driving.
Yeah.
The nerves of it.
I think a lot of the time in those classes, like, you have to think of ideas and pitch ideas in the class. And so... There was actually there's a Pike brother who he was in entrepreneurial sales. I think that's what it was, something like that at Purdue. But that's what he had to do for some of his classes. He said the entire semester they have to think of like 3 to 5 ideas, and then they have to pitch them all at the end of the semester. And whoever's idea, kind of like just based off whatever you come up with, like that's kind of what grade you get. Like if you have facts to back it and things like that. So that's something I don't think I could do because I don't have the type of mind, like self-proclaimed, like I know I'm not an expert in everything, besides things that we talk about on this podcast. But I can't look at something and look like, what would be a better way to do that or something like that. I'm just like, nope, everything that is right now is the best it could possibly be. Like, we're fine. Like, I just don't have a mind. But then I look at like there's a TikTok channel that's called Unnecessary Inventions. And like that, there's a guy and he just creates inventions, like one invention a week, essentially. And like there are some that are like his most recent one was, it was underwear, but instead of 2 holes, it had 4 holes. So you can do half the amount of laundry. So whenever you need to switch your underwear, you just pivot your holes. And like, it's like, are people going to do that? No, it's an unnecessary invention. But like, he just thinks of random things like that. My mind does not work like that whatsoever.
I'm going to try to go downstairs real quick, or lower level, because my battery's going to die. So give me like a few 20 seconds.
Yeah,
just keep
do what
going.
you got to do. This is brought to you by our sponsor, Ladders. Do you have a problem of going up and down? Well, grab yourself a ladder, bringing you to new heights. Ladders. Also, we'd like to thank Gary V for his contribution to the podcast. Gary is making a drawing of Angel and myself for Gary V and Friends. Go check out Gary V's NFTs. Viewer discretion is advised. We do not solicit unwanted gambling advice. NFTs are essentially gambling, but you can make money, but also lose it. Gary V and Friends. Also, this podcast is brought to you by water. Water. Stay hydrated, but not too hydrated or else you'll have to go to the bathroom. Water. What else is this going to be brought to us by? Netflix. I don't know what Netflix's cash line is going to be. That actually makes me think. Netflix slogan. See what's next. You learn something new. Talkmen Tuesday. Every day's a Tuesday. Bing! That's a terrible catchphrase, but that's gonna be the slogan.
So I'm now wondering if it's actually like an
Your
outlet
computer
or my
battery?
charger. Yeah.
Oh.
So it might be my charger. Because it still doesn't charge.
How much time do you have left on it? Because you might want to save some battery so you can try it out in different places.
Because it's 8%.
8?
8%.
Okay, let's wrap up the podcast because I think it'll be easier for you to figure out if it's like what the issue is if you have some battery to keep going on rather than just waiting for it to turn on completely again.
What do you need to wrap it up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not working. Why is it working?
This was a short podcast today because of Memorial Day. So, just as you guys are all having short weeks, work weeks, it's going to be a short podcast day. That has nothing to do with the electricity and charging issues we are currently facing.
It was planned. This was whole plan.
Oh, what can it be? Question of the day. Question of the day is, what are you doing to better yourself? Just in general. Are you reading books? Are you going on runs? Are you working out more? Are you trying to pick up a new skill? What are you doing to better yourself? Angel, I was just going to assume that you were going to say CrossFit, but I will open it up to you.
CrossFit. And a lot of audiobooks. Audiobooks makes it a lot easier to like go through books.
Yeah. I like it. And then mine is running, and I'm going to actually pick up audiobooks. I have my app downloaded, so I'm going to be going through that too. And so you guys let us know what you are doing to better yourselves. I'm going to make this outro quick so Angel can save some battery. Let us know what you want us to do to increase your listening pleasure. Leave us tips, tricks in the comment section on YouTube, or email us at talkmentuesday@gmail.com. And we will read through some of those and I guess keep on improving for you guys. If you have anything you want us to talk about next week, let us know. This was brought to us this week by nobody. This was all our own ideas this week. But we will talk with you guys more next week for a full podcast. But in the meantime, hopefully you all had a great Memorial Day weekend. But stay safe, social distance, give somebody a hug, and make sure to tell somebody you love them. But we will talk with you guys more next week.
Thank you guys.
Peace.
Boom.